Another day, another dollar. Thank the Lord for another 24. God, I knew that was you. We just pulled back up to the crib from the gym, man. Quick back day, 45-minute back workout, 20 minutes on the treadmill. I jacked the incline all the way up to 15, man. That incline all the way up on the treadmill power walking ain't no joke, man. Try it out your next cardio day. Get right into the video, though. We talking about, brown nosing co-workers. Your co-workers that'll throw you under the bus quicker than you can count to 1, 2, 3. Dealing with the work politics, shit like that, man. That's in any job, especially in corrections, man. But any job, you're gonna have people like that. You just gotta know how to maneuver around them. People like that, they always in the supervisor's face, trying to gain favoritism, always in the office and shit like that, man. Trying to seek their next promotion. If you take one little shortcut around them, man, they'll throw you under the bus. Like I said, quicker than you can count to 1, 2, 3, report it, write you up, shit like that. So the best way to be around them type of people is to just go by the book, everything by the book. When I know I'm around those type of people, and I'm working with those type of people, I just do everything by the book. I keep everything professional, shit like that. You know what I mean? I just do my job at the end of the day, go home. Because I know I'm going to win, I done had people like that trying to throw me under the bus, say I did some shit, man. But in the end, I won. It didn't stick, nothing like that, man. I might have got a verbal warning or some shit like that. But it's all good at the end of the day, man. People like that are just suckers at the end of the day, to be honest. I don't really mess with people like that, and them type of people you have to watch. When say you with a group of people, maybe y'all outside on the yard chilling, you and your fellow coworkers, on the yard, watch a move going on, and it's a group of y'all talking. You gotta watch what you say, because a lot of people, they be in their feelings and whatnot, And if you say the wrong thing, and they take offense to it, next thing you know, you got a case on you, man. Now you under investigation, shit like that, man. You don't want that smoke. I know me personally, I don't want that smoke. So when I'm around certain people, man, I try to say the bare minimum or just watch what I say. Keep it short and simple. Once you know who you dealing with and you know how they are, you can win. They're easy to deal with. I don't let certain situations, or if I'm working with somebody for a shift, I don't let that shit impact me or stop me for what I'm going to do. I'm still going to have a good shift. As long as the inmates ain't in the prison fighting, fucking, trying to kill each other high off of drugs or K2, shit like that, then it's all good, man. Majority of the time, if you are working with another person, they probably work in their unit and you work in a unit beside them. So all you got to do really is when you see them is when you counting. That only take a few minutes. The majority of the shift, you by yourself anyway. So it's all good at the end of the day, man. But you just got to know how to maneuver around them work politics, man. Because especially if you're going to come into corrections, working inside a prison, it's a lot of politics, It's a lot of people jockeying for favoritism, trying to be well-liked, trying to look good in the eyes of the upper management, the executive staff, the wardens, the associate wardens, the captains, the lieutenants, all so they can get a promotion and whatnot. And I mean, that's good. I'm not mad at it. But when you trying to throw your fellow co-workers under the bus just to get a next promotion, I feel like that's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I've seen it done plenty times, man. People they'll be like somebody said something, and it could have been that person said something in a joking matter amongst a group of people, but the wrong person heard it and they took offense to it and they filed on them, filed a grievance, and now it's like a whole big fiasco. Me, I ain't got time for all that shit, I'm there to do my job to the best of my ability, get this money and go home. Outside of that, I ain't got time for the extra, the pettiness, all that, the good old boy club, the brown nose, and you would never catch me in the supervisors. I ain't trying to be in nobody's face. I'm just trying to stay out the way, fly under the radar, give me a housing unit so I can it'd be me and the inmates by myself. I know how to run my unit. I can run it how I want. I don't have to deal with nobody else. I'm cool with that. You will never see me throwing anybody up under the bus. Like I said, brown nose, I ain't kissing no ass. I'll never kiss no ass. I'll motherfucking shit. God might as well call me upstairs to be with him before I get on my knees and kiss nobody's ass. I don't give a fuck who they is. So yeah, I don't play. I don't even do the politics. You know, I don't do the politics at work. I don't even, for real, to be honest with y'all, I don't even like do. I checked out years ago as far as politics on the street, as far as like the White House, the government voting. You know, I don't do none of that shit, man, because I feel like they all crooks. All of them got their own hidden agenda. You know, I just try to focus on what I can focus on. You know, all the thing I can focus on is how hard I'm grinding, how hard I'm hustling. You know, as long as all my bills is paid, shit like that, then I'm cool, man. You know, they gonna do them anyways up in D.C., you know, the Congress and all them. I don't have time to be fucking focused on with a bunch of old ass people sitting there arguing like little ass kids about different policies. I don't have time for that shit. I'm focused on this. I'm focused on doing my job, going to that gym, coming home and working on this YouTube channel, man, trying to get this shit to blow up. So I just stay locked in and focused on that, man. That keeps me out the way. That keeps me out of a lot of bullshit. That keeps me out of a lot of work drama, you know, the gossip, the rumor mill. That's rampant, especially if you work in a prison, man. It's always the latest rumor, the latest guy. Did you hear this? Did you hear what such and such did? Or such and such said, shit like that. A lot of times I be out the loop on a lot of shit. I don't even be knowing when somebody come up to me and tell me some shit or, you know, some gossip, I'll be out the loop because I stay in my own lane. I stay out the way, shit like that. I be low key. Sometimes my coworkers, man, they may see me. They be like, damn, I didn't even know you still worked here. Or I didn't even know you was working today, man. You ain't said hardly 2 words on the walkie-talkie. I'm like, cool. That's how I want it to be, man. I don't want shit. If you don't know I'm here, then good. That means I'm doing my job. I'm running my unit, staying out the way, man. I'm not the one to be all up in people's faces, you know, trying to please people, trying to be popular, well-liked, man. I don't care about none of that shit. I could be good. You know, if I did the rest of my career just as a regular officer, you know, and retire after I got 14 years left, that'll give me 25 years. I'll be 48. If I make it that far, you know, and I retire just as an officer, I won't cry one bit. I'll be happy just being a regular line officer, man. They don't have to give me shit. If I ain't got shit coming, then cool. Cause like I said, I'm not brown. I'm not kissing nobody's ass. I'm doing my job and I'm going home, man. They want to give me an award, shit like that, then cool. I remember one time I got a time off award, right? And the captain had called me. It was early in the morning. I worked night shift. He got there about maybe 7 something. The captain had called me on the radio. He called me to his office. I'm like, fuck. I'm thinking I done did some shit. I'm thinking I done got in trouble. Somebody done got down. Dined me out or ratted on me or said I did some shit. I'm like, what the fuck I done did now, man? Cause I was like, you know, I stay in my lane. Like I said, I went in the office. I'm thinking, shit, he finna give me some counseling or some shit. He gave me a time off award. It was for 16 hours time off, you know, so I didn't have to use my vacation leave. You get awards, you know, incentives, stuff like that. They try to pass those out every quarter. You may get like rookie of the quarter, rookie officer of the year, correctional officer of the quarter, correctional officer of the year, shit like that. And then sometimes they give you a cash bonus too. If you get like officer of the year or supervisor of the year, they may give you $1,000 bonus, you know. I got a bonus one time, a $400 bonus for saving the inmate's life. I was working the unit and the inmate had a heart attack. He had 2 heart attacks in the shower, right? And I was working the unit. I went over there. He was still in the shower. The water was running and everything. He didn't have no clothes on or nothing. I was like, shit. So I had got on my walkie-talkie and I called for medical assistance, whatever, on the unit I was where I think I was working Durham unit at the low security prison. And so I put some gloves on. I pulled him out the shower and I started pumping, giving him CPR and shit, right? And, you know, the medical staff came eventually. The nurses, they put the AED machine on him and shocked him like 9 times. And by the time I got relieved and was going home, because it was like almost at shift change, it was like 30 minutes to my relief was showing up. By the time I was walking out the prison, the ambulance, they still had him in the parking lot, still working on him, man. But he ended up living, man. He had died in the shower. They said, you know, he had a history of heart troubles anyways, but he ended up dying. He was like maybe 47, 48. He wasn't even that old. Well, I think they ended up putting a pacemaker in afterward. I seen him like a few weeks later. I was working that unit again. He was back up there. He was like, man, I just want to thank you for saving my life. You know, if it wouldn't have been for you, I would have died in that shower. I was just like, you know, I was just doing my job. You know, that's what I'm there for. to maintain safe running of the institution and preserve life. So the captain and the captain, he sent the email over at that prison to all the other wardens and the warden and the captain at my prison, because I work at the medical center, the low security prison. I was doing overtime that day. It's across the street. So I was over there working overtime at that prison. He sent the email to all them, and they ended up giving me a cash award for it. So that's the good, and you know what I'm saying, man. It feel good. I was just doing my job, like I say, but when they recognize you for stuff like that, but I don't want to be recognized for, being, like I said, being in people's face, brown nosing, kissing ass, like shit like that. Man, I feel like that's petty. It's like a sucker shit. It's a sellout to me, So once you know how to deal with shit like that, though, man, the job is easy. Working in corrections, it's mad easy, man. It's like you do the same shit every day. As an officer, especially, it's like, I tell people this, it's like you an overpaid babysitter, man. You just sit there literally on the unit with the inmates. You got your office, you on the unit. All you got to do is just sit there and fucking observe. You just looking. You get up every so often. You got to get up, you just walk around, make your rounds. All you checking for, you just making sure ain't nothing out of the ordinary. No inmates fighting, no inmates that fell out and had a medical emergency, no inmates getting high off of K2, drugs, contraband, shit like that, making hooch, trying to kill each other, stabbing each other, fighting. And then after you done, you go sit back down till it's time to walk around again. It's like taking cake from a baby. And it's like literally the same shit. Working in a prison, it's really structured. Every day, 99% of the time, every day is the same thing. It's almost like high school, right? You got the bell that rings every half hour to go to your next class. So in prison, you got the 10-minute move every half hour. The inmates, they got 10 minutes to get to where they need to be, whether they have to be at work, they have to be at a medical appointment, they have to go to class, wherever. They have 10 minutes to get there, man. After that, they shut everything down to the next move. And you just go sit back down. It's like so easy. But some people that work in corrections, they make the job so fucking hard. And I think a lot of it stems from we having a lot of downtime. And it's like people get bored, and they say what they say. Idle time is the devil's playground. When people got a lot of time on their hands, they start to come up with shit, man. They start getting bored. That's when you start to do shit you're not supposed to do, starting rumors, gossiping, shit like that, creating a negative work environment, shit like that. Me personally, I like boredom. I like when if I can go in there, work my unit and don't shit happen all day. It's a routine, chill day. I do my little rounds and come back in the office and sit down. That's the perfect day for me. I tell people this. I'm like, if y'all ever seen the movie Friday After Next with Craig and Smokey, the third one in the Friday series, you got Craig, Smokey, Debo, Big Worm, and all them. The third one, when they security guards at that Holy Moly donut shop plaza, they security guards, Craig was like, Danny was trying to be extra. He trying to police everything, be extra. Craig was like, no, we just gonna sit back. We gonna just watch these people shop and get this easy money. That's my philosophy. I'm just gonna sit back, observe everything, stay on point, and fall back and get this easy money, man. I ain't gonna be in there doing no unnecessary shit. I ain't gonna be in there terrorizing the inmates, disrespecting the inmates, tearing their cell up unnecessarily when I'm doing my cell searches, shit like that, man. I just let the shit run itself. Long as this shit's running smooth, like I said, those are my big things, as an officer when I'm working in unit. Long as they're not fighting, fucking, getting high, trying to kill themselves, harm themselves, stabbing each other, then I'm cool, man. I'm gonna leave them be, and they gonna leave me be. You know what I'm saying? I just let the shit run itself, man. Corrections, and that's an easy job, man. At the end of the day, once you know how to navigate it and you find your style, how you want to do things, just stick to the basics, man, and keep doing you at the end of the day. Y'all like this video, make sure you subscribe to my channel at The Ghetto Bodybuilder. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok at The Ghetto Bodybuilder. I got that merchandise for sale on my website. Shop with me. This is one of my shirts right here I created. Never capping, always stacking. That means never perpetrating, never faking it, but we always trying to get to the money, man. Get to the money and the muscle, stand on the hustle. That's my motto. You know, every t-shirt and hoodie you see on my website, I personally created myself as well. So anytime you buy some merchandise from me, you personally supporting my creativity, my vision, my passion, me putting my thoughts into a hoodie or t-shirt. I ain't have no outside help doing none of that. All this I created, I came up with the designs, the ideas, the themes on Canva, you know, and then I put it on my website through Printify. So that's all me, man. Just, you know, being creative, man. This is something to motivate people, keep people uplifted, catch people's eyes, you know. But yeah, man, you follow some of the things I went over in this video, you would do good. And it don't have to just apply to working inside a prison, working in correction. This could be any job, because every job I worked at in my life, there was always some type of work politics, always some type of work drama, work bullshit, brown nosing, coworkers trying to throw you up under the bus, telling on you, man, over some minor shit, you know. So just know who you dealing with at the end of the day, you know, and stay true to you, and you will do good, baby. Y'all know how we coming. Let's get motivated.